Hello all, I C.S. Kalyani Shirode welcome you all for this wonderful session on overview of digital marketing. Now, today we are going to explore this dynamic world of digital marketing. Imagine over 5 billion people worldwide are accessing the internet daily. Now, this is more than half of the humanity. So, for any business today, just imagine that ignoring this digital marketing it is turning your back on half of your potential customers. So, we need to understand what digital marketing is and why it matters more than ever. So, digital marketing it uses various digital channels like your internet, your social media, your search engines, email, mobile applications. This is done to reach and to engage the customers. Now, this is offering massive reach, precise targeting, flexibility, and measurability. So, let's begin by clarifying what exactly is digital marketing and what are its core components. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about the overview where we will break down these strategies. We are going to identify the key channels. We are going to look ahead at the trends which are shaping the industry in 2025. So now before we start, one very interesting activity I want to take. So just take out your phone, open your screen time or your battery usage settings and which app have you spent the most time in the last 24 hours. I'll give you 5 seconds. Just see which app you have given more time in the last 24 hours. We are going to analyze few things from that. So either your screen time or your battery usage, anything you can check. So the app which you just saw, that is the digital channel, okay, where the attention is. So digital marketing is simply the art of capturing that attention where it already lives. So now what all things we are going to study in this specific chapter. So let us go through various learning objectives. So what is the roadmap for our session? So by end of this specific session, what is my goal? My goal is for you to clearly understand the core concepts and how digital differs from traditional marketing. We are going to identify big four objectives. What are these big four objectives? Your awareness, engagement, conversion, and retention. And also, we are going to dive into specific channels like SEO, social media. We are going to look at the future trends like AI. And finally, we are going to learn how to select the right strategy for different business types. So in this specifically, we are going to compare, we are going to apply the channels for various business activities. We are going to evaluate the skills to research and to analyze the real world campaigns. And also we are going to assess, reinforce understanding through self-assessment exercises. So let us start this specific journey. So first, a very interesting question. What do you mean by the term digital marketing? So, if I simply put digital marketing, it encompasses all marketing efforts that use electronic device or the internet. So, digital marketing, it refers to promotion of products or promotion of brands via digital channels where we use websites, search engines, social media, email, mobile applications, and more channels. So then the question comes, why digital? Unlike traditional marketing where we are using print media or TV, digital marketing it offers real-time interaction, measurable outcomes, greater reach, affordability, and ability to target specific audience segments. So if we take a quick example, a small startup with a limited budget, which is using SEO plus social media plus email marketing, they can reach globally, they can build brand awareness, and they can track performance all without huge expenditure. I know we are going to study these concepts. I'm just giving you a very basic example. So then how the web has evolved is what we need to understand. So to understand where we are, we have to look back. So web 1, that was the brochure era where we had static websites. We could only read the information whatever was given. Then we got Web 2.0, the social era, where we got two-way communication, we got social media, blogs, comments, marketing. It became a conversation. Then came Web 3.0, the intelligent era, where we are having AI, personalization, and data-driven experience. So what is the takeaway from this? We need to understand that digital marketing, it levels the playing field. It can be small or it can be large. Any business, they can leverage digital to grow. So this is how we need to understand. And the critical thing here is the difference in interaction, where traditional marketing, like a billboard, it is a monologue. It speaks at you, whereas digital marketing, it is a dialogue. It allows for real-time interaction and also the feedback. So now we have understood what digital marketing is. Let us look at its core components, the building blocks from which this digital marketing is now being used. So digital marketing, it is not only one thing, it is a mix of multiple channels which work together. So there are various key components which we need to understand. First is your search engine optimization, which is known as generally SEO. So SEO, optimizing website or content so that it is going to rank higher in the search results. It also drives organic traffic. Just to take one example, a bakery in Bangalore, it uses the keywords like best chocolate cake in Bangalore to appear on Google. Whenever any user is going to search for any cake, is going to get this. So these are few keywords which are being used. Then there are search engine marketing, paid search, which is generally known as SEM or PPC, where paid ads on search engines are given to get the visibility quickly. Then we are having content marketing when we create valuable, relevant content, when we are having blogs, videos, infographics. Why do we do all these things? To attract and to retain the audience. Just to take one example, a financial advisor who is creating YouTube videos where he is going to explain us the basics of the stock market investing. So this is content which he is giving us and he is marketing himself through this content. Then we are having social media marketing. We all of us, we are going through this social media marketing. We are doing social media marketing, which is generally known as SMM. So where we use social platforms to engage, build brand presence, run ads and foster community. Just to take one example, a tourism company, they are sharing reels, photos, short videos on Instagram to attract the travelers. Then we are having email marketing, direct communication with the audiences. How? By email campaigns or email newsletters. So just to take one example, e-commerce site, it sends us email about the sale or to remind you about items left in our cart. So recently, you all must have received various emails pertaining to Black Friday sale. So many of you must have done good shopping also in this Black Friday sale. So that is email marketing. Then we are having paid advertisement and display ads where we use banner, we use social advertisements, video ads to reach the target audience. Then we are having various analytics and data driven marketing where we generally track the user behavior to understand. So we track the user behavior, conversions, metrics, we optimize campaigns which is based on data and in few marketing activities or in few business activities to be more precise, we are also having affiliate or influencer marketing, mobile marketing, video marketing, online reputation management. So these are the components which play like gears, each having its own role. And whenever we use many together, it is going to give us a stronger result than using just one in isolation. Now, you will be having a question that, okay, we have understood these basic things. Now we want to understand what are the major objectives. So major objectives and the funnel which you have heard many a times in your life. So I'll explain you this in a very short and crisp manner. So why do we do it? We generally have four main goals. What are these four main goals? the ones which you can see on your screen. So these four main goals, they align with the classic marketing funnel. So generally this concept is known as the AIDA model. I'll be explaining you the AIDA model. So just think of a funnel. Okay, just imagine a funnel in front of you. At the top, it is quite wide, and at the bottom, it becomes more and more narrow. So, wide to narrow is how your funnel looks. So, why we must look at the marketing funnel not just as to-do list, but as a map of human psychology. Okay, so we do it this way because customers, they rarely buy products the moment they see them. How many of you immediately click on buy or add to cart? Not many of you. Okay, at least I am having this experience that I am going to go through various products and then I decide whether to buy this product or not. So generally, customers, they rarely buy products the moment they see them. They are going to go through a journey of skepticism, curiosity, consideration, and finally they are going to trust your product. So we need to understand this. So first goal, that is why goal one, that is your awareness. This is the visibility problem. So we cannot buy a product which we don't know it exists. So first we need to understand that the product exists. So now these business houses, they are required to create a awareness about the product. So prioritizing awareness, because the market is crowded, even if we are having the best product in the world, we are going to fail if we are invisible. So to create mental availability, we are trying to rent space in the potential customer's brain so that when they are ready to buy, they think of us first. So we are awareing customers about the product. The visibility of the product is increased, which is going to help us specifically how that whenever the customer is willing to buy, first he is going to get in the mind that okay, I had seen this specific product. So here the funnel is wide. Why wide? Because there is a wide net. We don't know who is ready to buy. We are looking for volume, that is various impressions, or to reach the audience to ensure enough people enter the top of the funnel to make the maths work at the bottom. So the funnel is wide at the top. Then comes Y goal 2, that is engagement. So this is the trust problem. So attention is cheap, but interest is expensive. Now in first goal, you got the attention, but now comes the interest, which is quite expensive. So we are going to prioritize engagement because people are naturally skeptical. So seeing any ad, it is passive. Interacting with it is active. So whenever we see any ad, that is the awareness which is getting created, and whenever we interact with it, that is the engagement of the customers, engagement of the audience. So this is where the AIDA model shift from attention to interest or desire to buy the product. Now why this is required to be done? To filter the audience, someone who is going to watch a review video or who is going to read a blog post is signaling that I have this problem and I think you might have the solution. So specifically, the why behind the matrix is that we measure time on site or shares because this indicate the intent. So like is a vanity and share is the advocacy. So 3 minutes on a web page whenever you are, that is termed as research which you are doing. Now comes the conversion stage, that is Y goal 3, conversion, the revenue problem. So the logic is engagement doesn't pay the bills. Though customers are engaging, that is not going to pay the bills. Okay, we want to convert them. So now prioritizing conversion because business cannot survive on brand love alone. There should be some transactional exchange of value. So to validate the business model, this is the moment of truth where we ask the customer to part with their money or data. So now the funnel is becoming narrow here. Most people who saw the ad, who were aware of your product or liked the video, the engagement, they are not going to buy. So this is very normal. We go through various ads, we like those ads, but it does not mean that I'm going to buy that product. So now here we want to do it, that is capturing the specific percentage of people who are ready right now, and this becomes the action in your AIDA, the specific push to get the customers to click on the button buy now. This is your third goal, that is conversion. Then comes the last goal, that is retention, the profitability problem. So first sale, often it is break even. Second sale, it is going to create as the profit. So we prioritize the retention. We are now not only asking the customers to buy, but we are willing to retain those customers with us for multiple transactions. So prioritizing retention, because acquiring new customers, it is resource heavy because we are required to make various ads, content, sale calls. But selling to someone who already trusts you, it is totally frictionless. So to maximize the lifetime value, that is your LTV. Just example, if we spend 10 rupees to get a customer, they only spend 10 rupees once. So have we made any money? Answer is no, we have not made any money. Now, if they come back 5 times, then we have made 40 rupees profit without spending more on ads. So this is how retention is going to help us. The strategic why diagnostics, so there is 4 goal structure because it is going to act as a diagnostic tool. So whenever a business is failing, funnel is going to tell us where it is failing. So how to determine this? So whenever there is high awareness but there is low engagement, our content or creative is boring or it is targeting the wrong people is what is to be understood. Now, if there is high engagement but low conversion, which means the product is too expensive or the website is confusing or it is broken. Now, if there is high conversion but there is low retention, then we need to understand that the product quality is poor or our customer service is bad. So this is how it is to be recognized. So having seen the channels, now we will understand the difference in between digital marketing and traditional marketing. So what is the difference? A good comparative chart is there in front of you. Now from this chart, what you understand, the basic difference in between digital marketing and traditional marketing. So in a very layman language, I'll say that this is a comparison in between the new school and the old school. Many a times this happens now. I hear this from my students also that, ma'am, you're from. So now, what is the difference in between the new school and the old school? So let us compare the new school with the old school. So traditional, if we just see that there is a billboard on a highway and customer drives by is what we are hoping. But digital, it is a snipper. You can show ad only to specific audience. For example, with a woman 25 years to 34 years who are living in specific area or specific city or specific content. So this is how we are targeting. Now interaction, if we try to understand your traditional marketing, it is passive, whereas digital marketing is active, which we just discussed in our previous slide. Now this is a game changer. How? That take an example, if we spend 10,000 rupees on a TV ad, we estimate the views based on the ratings. But if we spend 10,000 rupees on Google Ads, we exactly know how many clicks have happened, how many impressions have happened, and sales which we got, and we can directly compare it with the amount which we are investing. So the measurability is totally changing. Now there are various marketing channels. Just take an example that your Facebook ad or your SEO. What is the cost to entry, whether it is high, whether it is low. So this is a homework for you. You are going to search for the cost for any of these marketing channels. This is digital versus traditional marketing, where we said that the medium in traditional it is TV, radio, print, billboard, whereas in digital marketing it is social media, email, search, or websites. Whom we target. So in traditional marketing, it is a broader version, mass audience, whereas in digital marketing, it is precise and data driven. In traditional marketing, it is a one-way communication, but in digital marketing, it is two-way communication, real-time engagement. Now, in traditional marketing, the cost is typically high, whereas in digital marketing, it is flexible and often it is lower than your traditional marketing. And measurability in traditional marketing, it is difficult to track the exact ROI, whereas in digital marketing, it is highly trackable with analytical tools. Now, a question comes that how to build a digital marketing strategy. So now this is the digital ecosystem which we need to understand. So effective digital strategy, it must begin with clarity. We should have proper goals. We should understand the audience and the channels. It is not only the tactics which can be used. So there are a few steps which we generally follow. First and foremost, we are going to define the goal and the objective. So, just to take an example, the brand awareness or the traffic growth, lead generation, conversion, retention. So, we are going to make it specific and we are going to make it measurable to understand. Then we are going to identify the target audience. So, who are we reaching to? What are the demographics, interest, and the online behavior? Now, after that, we are going to choose the appropriate channel. This is very, very, very important to choose the appropriate channel and to choose the components. So, based on the audience and the goals, we are going to decide. Example, it can be SEO plus content, it can be social plus advertisement, it can be emails, etc. Then we are going to plan the content. We are going to have a campaign calendar. So what content, when, on which channels, that is to be decided, that whether you are going to have blog posts, whether you are going to have social media posts, whether you are going to record videos, you are going to send newsletters, as the case may be. Now the time comes for implementation. So we are going to implement, we are going to launch, we are going to execute campaigns across the selected channels. And now measuring and analyzing. So analytics is to be used, metrics is to be used, and data to assess performance and your return on investment is to be calculated. Now the time comes for optimization. So we are going to refine the strategy based on the result. We are going to adapt to what works and we are going to discard whatever is not working. So strategy integration is important. Digital efforts should align with your overall brand goals or marketing mix. So if a new brand wants to build awareness plus early sales, they can choose social media for reach, SEO plus content for long-term organic growth, email for nurturing leads, paid ads for quick exposure, track conversions, and we are going to optimize week on week as and when required. From this, we understand that the digital world is very vast. So, we'll be splitting this into two buckets. The left side bucket, it is talking about the organic and content. This is the inbound version. So, this is like farming. So, we plant seeds, we water them, and we wait for them to grow. So, here your seeds will be your content. You water them, that is optimization, and we wait for them to grow. So, it is going to take time, but the fruit is free. Whereas the right side, whatever you can see, is paid and direct, that is outbound. So this is like hunting. So you must have seen various videos of hunting. You have seen hunting in various movies. So we go out, we pay to acquire the target immediately. It is very fast, but if we stop paying, the traffic is going to stop instantly. So 2025, it is bringing us new dynamics. So we need to understand which dynamics have been introduced, what are trending, and what we should watch out whenever we are building our own strategy. Then comes your SEO and content deep dive. So now in this we need to understand what is SEO. So SEO, it stands for search engine optimization. Now if you have observed, Google's goal is to provide the best answer to the user's question. Just imagine that if you have asked some question, whether Google has answered you saying that, sorry, I don't have answer. It is going to show you something related to that. right? So it is the goal of Google to provide the best answer to the user's question. So SEO is convincing Google that you are the best answer. So there are keywords which are used. These are the phrases which generally we type on Google. Just for example, if I type shoes and if you type best running shoes, so what is going to convert better? Only shoes is going to convert better, or best running shoes is going to convert better? But obviously best running shoes. So only shoes, it is a short tail, whereas your best running shoes is a long tail. So long tail always converts better. Then we are having on page versus off page. So on page we are having content, our speed, our keywords, whereas off page are the backlinks, other websites linking to you, which acts as a vote of confidence. Search is no longer just typing keywords in Google. Now we are searching things with different mechanisms, with different manners. So nowadays we are having voice search, visual search, engine optimization, we are having generative AI search engines, and they are changing how content can be done. As consumers, they are adopting smart speakers, AI assistants, image-based search, and generative answers. We are required to optimize the content only for traditional SEO. It is insufficient. We need to optimize it. So we need to focus on content quality, structured data, user-centered answers, conversational and natural language content, and optimizing for voice and visual and therefore a blog post. It is not just built around the keywords, but it is structured to answer. Let's we get FAQs, frequently asked questions. Now in law, we are having definitions provided for each and every act. So voice search, AI-based tools, everything can surface it. So now it is not only the keywords, but the structure which is going to answer the user questions clearly. What is content marketing? So content for SEO. We have studied SEO. So for SEO, we need content. So content, it is fuel for SEO. So if we just try to analyze the 80-20 rule, you must have heard about 80-20 rule. There are various examples of 80-20 rule. Now I'll be discussing only the example pertaining to our topic. I'll not the examples, but you can definitely search 80-20 rule and you'll get various examples which we are observing in our day-to-day life. So for our topic, if we try to understand 80% of our content, it should be helpful, it should be educational, and only 20% content should be promotional. Take an example that you are watching some TV channel which is only showing you advertisement. Whether you are going to just watch these advertisements, whether you are interested in advertisements, answer is no, you are not at all. Even in the breaks, we just go to the other channel just to avoid watching advertisements. So 80% of our content, it should be helpful, it should be educational, and only 20% should be promotional because we don't follow TV channel that plays 100% commercials. So for this, we need to understand how to make this content. So just taking example, just imagine that you are selling premium coffee beans. So what will be a keyword someone might type if they are ready to buy? Just imagine that if you are a premium coffee bean dealer or a wholesaler, you are selling it and you want to advertise yourself, market yourself, for which you are looking for some keywords. So it can be dark roast online. I want to buy dark roast online, or coffee beans free shipping, or I can say best espresso beans near me. So I need to have all these specific keywords. Then and only then my product can be viewed by people, by the consumers whenever they are searching. Now moving ahead, your favorite part, that is social and email marketing. So this is relationship builders is what I generally say. Social media marketing, this is very, very, very crucial to match the message to the video. And LinkedIn is what we use for professional networking, business to business, industry news, or educational news. Instagram, TikTok we used to use Instagram now, that is for visuals, business to consumers. This is behind the scenes, high entertainment value. Whereas your Facebook, it is having community groups, older demographic, local businesses. So this is how we have social media marketing. Then we are having email marketing. So rumor of email debt, they are greatly exaggerated, but try to understand it is not going to happen. This is having the highest ROI because we own the list. Try to understand. If you are posting on some social media website and tomorrow if you are required to delete that video or the social media is changing their algorithm, what is going to happen? Your ad is not available. But if you are having email IDs of people and you are emailing them, this is going to remain. So, email marketing, it is having the highest ROI because we own the list. Facebook can change their algorithm tomorrow. They can hide your post. Your email list is yours forever. So, whenever we are trying to have email marketing, we should be very careful. How we should be careful? That we need to understand the audience. Just an example. If your customer is always purchasing cat food from you and now you are sending a dog food discount coupon to him, whether he'll be interested in that? Answer is no. So we should never send a dog food discount to a customer who bought cat food from us. We need to segment our list, and we need to keep it relevant. So this is must whenever we are having email marketing to understand the audience and to make it relevant as much as possible. So these are few kinds of marketing is what we can say. Now, what are the trends which we are following in 2025? So, what does the future hold and what is trending in 2025? First and foremost, your favorite, my favorite, everyone's favorite is artificial intelligence. So, AI and automation. So, in 2025, your artificial intelligence it is now not optional thing. It is becoming a foundational in digital marketing for personalization, for automation, for predictive targeting. So, how artificial intelligence is used today? We use it for content creation, we use it for predictive audience targeting and segmentation. Then we are having real-time ad bidding optimization. There is dynamic content personalization like email, websites, advertisements. There are analytics and performance reporting automation which is to be done. What are the benefits of this? It is going to save our time. Time is money, time is valuable. So it is going to save time. It is going to scale personalization. It is going to improve our efficiency. It is going to make the data driven decisions easier. Yes, but coin has two sides. We should be careful whenever we are just discussing one side. So, what caution is to be taken? So, whenever AI is going to help us scale business, brands they must ensure authenticity, human touch, data ethics, and transparency. So AI should assist, not fully replace human strategy. Creativity is what I generally follow. That we should take help from AI, but we should not totally rely on AI. That is actually very very important understanding which every individual should have. So my question to you is that have you used any AI tool? If you have marketed any product, did you get any chance to market your product through artificial intelligence tools? What was your experience and whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether you have learned anything? Just recall those things so that you can relate it with what we are discussing. So we are having generative AI like ChatGPT, which is helping marketers create content faster. Now, do you think this is cheating because it is replacing a blank page into a creative strategy? So it is a tool which is doing for us. So it is replacing a total blank page with some creative strategy. So in 2025, we are having various such mechanisms. So short form videos, social media, it is not only a trend nowadays, it is the primary way people consume content. So short form videos, we are having reels, we are having stories, we are having shorts, snackable content, social commerce, interactive post, community group engagement. So everything this is developing day by day, and brands need to adapt this. So younger audiences they prefer quick, visual, and engaging content. Now, the best example is you yourself. You want a very quick content, you want good visuals, you want engaging content which is going to engage you to consume that content because your attention spans are very short. Now, these attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, and the social platforms they act as primary discovery and the shopping channels. So, what is to be done? We should incorporate video content into content strategy. We should repurpose the long form content. We should design content for mobile first and social sharing, and we should leverage social commerce and community building. So just an example, if there is any blog article, we are going to repurpose it into a short video, infographic, or any post for social media. What it is going to, uh, how it is going to help us? So it is going to drive traffic, it is going to have engagement, it is going to have conversion. So ultimately, our motive is this only. So for that purpose, we are doing this. So now, as content channels evolve, personalization and unified experiences across the touch points they become critical. The short term video, we said we are having various reels, we are having YouTube shorts. So if you have observed the average attention span, it is now 8 seconds. I'm talking about seconds, not minutes. So average attention span, it is 8 seconds, and that too, we are required to hook them within 3 seconds. Otherwise, they are going to scroll. So this is for short term video. Voice search, 50% of these searches, they are now mobile. People don't type whether Paris, they are not going to type, they are going to ask any AI tool, what is the weather in Paris today? So content, it needs to be conversational to rank for this. So search is evolving. It is not only the keywords is what we said. So search in 2025 and upcoming 2026, but obviously will be broader. So how it is going to be broad and what plan is to be done. So now in this strategic selection, we are going to study few things. So simple plan which we can draw where we are going to combine strategy, we are going to have channel mix, content, execution, whatever we have prepared. So what steps are to be taken? So first we are going to have situational analysis audit. So existing digital presence, audience data, website analytics, social analytics, content gap, competitor research that is to be done. Then we are going to define the goals that how to increase organic traffic by X%, how to grow social followers by Y%, how to improve the conversion rate, boost engagement, email signups, etc. Then we are going to choose the channel mix. So that is based on audience and the goals. Example, SEO plus content plus blog, social media plus video plus short form content, paid ads for targeted reach, email marketing for retention, that is the channel which we are going to choose. Now there should be a content calendar and a schedule that we are going to plan content types, articles, videos, infographics. What should be the frequency? Whether we should post it every week, whether we should post it daily, whether we should post it monthly. That is to be decided. Cross posting is to be decided. Repurposing, timing, and promotions. Now the time is to launch, execute, monitor, analyze, and optimization. We have discussed this and just now again discussing the same point in the different context so that you can relate it with the different mechanisms. So just take an example that there is a small e-commerce brand which wants to grow online sales in 6 months. So what all things they'll do? I'll wait for 5 seconds. Just recall whatever we have discussed and just imagine that how they are going to do it. So e-commerce brand, a very small e-commerce brand, they want to grow their online sales in 6 months. So what all things they are going to let us see. If you have understood, you can recall things. Yes. Come on, you'll definitely recall what guarantee I am having. Whatever we have discussed, how to go ahead with it. Now, theoretically, it is done. Practically, I am asking you a question. There is a small e-commerce brand. Take an example, it is coming to you. You are the expert in this, so your expertise is required. They want to grow their online sales in 6 months. So, what are things you are going to recommend them? So, you are going to recommend first and foremost thing to conduct audit, website traffic, mainly organic, low convergence if they are. So, we need to conduct an audit. Then we are going to set goals like plus 30% traffic, plus 15% conversion rate, plus 50% social engagement. That we are going to decide. Then channel mix, SEO plus content for organic, social media plus short form video for reach or engagement, PPC or paid ads for quick visibility, email campaigns for card recovery or nurturing. Then about the content, we are going to recommend them, for example, weekly blog post, to social video posts for the email newsletters, paid ad campaigns around promotions, and now we are going to monitor by using analytics to track traffic sources, conversions, social metrics. We are going to adjust the campaigns every 2 to 4 weeks based on the performance. So, plan like this, which is flexible, data driven, trend aware, they can help the brands stay relevant in this fast moving digital landscape. Why this is to be understood? Because try to understand one size is not going to fit all. Context is the king. We need to understand and then and only then we can act accordingly. So if we take a scenario of the startup, just a juice bar, local juice bar which is new. So their goal will be awareness on budget and their strategy will be influencer marketing. They are going to give free juice to some influencers. They are going to ask for Instagram reels, visuals, or they can have Google My Business local SEO. Take a second scenario where there is an enterprise, for example, in SAP or Oracle software. Their goal is leads and retention, and their strategy will be LinkedIn ads targeted by job titles, webinars where they are having content marketing, event read campaigns, which is automation required for automation. So, this is how it changes. Same thing is not applicable to everyone. You need to understand. For that purpose, I took two scenarios. One was a local juice bar, and second was a Oracle software or a SAP company. Totally, their goal is different, and hence their strategy will be different. So, how to do the campaign analysis? So, we need to understand now that how do we know if we are winning or not, or we are losing. So, data is going to help us. So, metric stack, we are having the various metrics like how many likes, how many followers are added. No doubt it is going to feel us good. It is not going to pay us anything. No doubt, followers and likes, that is a different story which can be used. But generally, we want to sell our product, we want to market our product. That is not going to do only with likes and follows. Then comes your performance metrics to calculate your CTR, CPM, which is going to tell us if the ad quality is good. And then comes your business metrics where CPA, ROI, customer lifetime value, that is to be observed, which is going to tell us if the business is a healthy business or not. So take an example that you are spending 100 rupees on ads, you get 10 clicks. So 10 rupees is what we say, and of those 10 clicks, only one person is going to buy the product for 150 rupees. So what is your ROI? Calculate. I'll repeat that you are spending 100 rupees on ads, you get 10 clicks. Of those 10 clicks, one person is buying the product for 150 rupees. So you have spent 100 rupees, you have made 150 rupees. So your profit is 50 rupees. So your ROI is positive. This is how it is done. I'm giving you a very simple example. Just imagine this at a very larger level, larger perspective. and you'll understand that how actually it works. So now we'll summarize the key takeaways and the success factors so that one can succeed in digital marketing. So the entire chapter review, before we wrap up, we are going to review the key pillars, that the digital is interactive, it is measurable. What are the objectives? We had those four specific objectives: awareness, engagement, conversion, and retention. SEO is long term, PPC is short term, and data, it is going to dictate the decisions. So from this, we are understanding the entire chapter, entire concept. This is the overview. Try to understand. We are not actually discussing everything in detail. The conceptual clarity you'll get once you go ahead with the other chapters. So this is the basic data. You'll be having few questions in your mind. But yes, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Let us see whether you have understood or not. I'll give you only 5 to 10 seconds to solve all questions, every question to be more precise. These are multiple choice questions, but obviously it is easy for you to solve. So first question is, what is the main goal of SEO? Running paid ads, improving website rank, sending emails, or increasing followers? What is your answer for this question? Let us see that whether you can answer this question. Main goal of SEO. Now we have discussed this in detail. That whether it is running paid ads, whether it is improving website rank, whether it is sending emails, or whether it is increasing followers. So the answer is, the correct answer is improving website rank. That is the main goal of SEO. Coming to the second question, which platform is best for professional networking? If you are not using these platforms, please, my request to use these platforms. These platforms are really very, very useful. Professional networking. I'm not talking about other social media websites. I'm talking about only the platforms for professional networking, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. This is pretty easy for you to answer. So the answer is LinkedIn. Moving to the third question. So PPC stands for what? Pay per click, pay per customer, post promotion campaign, or public profile content. What is your answer? PPC stands for what? Whether it is pay per click, pay per customer, post promotion campaign, or public profile content. So the answer is pay per click. Moving to the fourth question, we are having short form videos. So this trend belongs to which? 2010, 2025, traditional marketing, none of the above. So short form videos which you observe daily is the trend which is belonging to 2025 trend. Moving to the next question, which is not a digital marketing channel? SEO, email, newspaper, or social media? Which channel is not a digital marketing channel? The answer is newspaper. Very good. So now you're understanding the basics. So which one is an example of content marketing? Whether it is a blog article, whether it is a TV advertisement, whether it is a radio jingle, or it is a leaflet. What? Which of these is the example of content marketing? Content. Be precise on the word content. So the answer is blog article. Now, moving to the next question. Influencers are part of what? Affiliate marketing, SMS marketing, outdoor marketing, voice SEO. Influencers, you must have seen various influencers who are marketing various products. They are giving us the information of various products. So, they are part of which kind of marketing? We discussed few specific forms through which we have digital marketing. Out of these four options, the answer is affiliate marketing, where influencers are part of. Moving to the eighth question, which tool is used for running search ads? Whether it is Google Ads, Canva, WhatsApp, or CapCut. Very easy. I know that you guys are pretty talented. Definitely, you're going to answer these questions very fast. So the answer is Google Ads. Ninth question, email marketing. It is best for what? Retention, outdoor reach, viral meets, or TV promotions. Email marketing, we discussed this. It is best for what? Retention, outdoor reach, viral meets, or TV promotions. And the answer is retention. Very good. And the last question for the day, AI in marketing helps with what? Slow performance, personalization, increasing radio ads, or reducing online presence. So AI in marketing, it is helping us with what? Low performance, personalization, increasing radio ads, or reducing online presence. And the answer is personalization. So thank you so much for watching this specific session. I hope you loved it. Thank you and all the best for all your future successes. Thank you.